Welcome back to Life with Liz. Today I am sharing my No Pantry Extreme Kitchen Organization video. I have been so excited for this project and I am over the moon with how it all turned out. Today's kitchen organization video is also in collaboration with my friend Mikaila, and she will introduce herself and then we will get right into this extreme organization. Make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, and let's dive right in.
Hello, loves. I just really quick want to introduce myself. My name is Mikaila Perry, and my channel is Our Little Bloom. I am a first-time mother to my son, Lucas, and I just started this YouTube channel last year in June. And on my channel, I do lots of cleaning motivation, meal preps, grocery hauls, bullet journaling, extreme laundry motivation videos, and so much more. I actually started this series just a little bit ago, and this is my Organize Declutter series, and this is actually episode number 2 on my series. So if you are interested in any of the other episodes, then come over to my channel and subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you can get notified, and I would love to have you. And thank you so much, Liz, for collaborating with me on today's video.
Okay, you guys, so I just want to walk you through a few things before we dive right into organizing some areas and things I'm wanting to do. So this is my organizing stuff, which I just did a haul last Monday, so go check that out if you want to see prices, where things are from. You can shoot right over there. I knew this video would be long, so I broke that out to its own video. So anyhow, this is what needs to happen. This junk drawer is out of control. Needs to just be revamped here. And then in here, also, sorry if you can hear the rain. We're literally having a hailstorm, so that's super great. Anyways, my Ninja Foodie, I am moving out of this cabinet. This is actually the only cabinet it fits in. Just how ours is set up, it's kind of stupid how our cabinets are set up. But anyways, so I'm going to be moving this to a hallway closet that I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to leave the Tupperware situation because it actually really works for us. But I'm going to be adding in another thing here, hopefully. And then under the sink, we might start with this one because it won't be too bad. I've got my new organizer that I'm going to put in here, and need to just pick up some of this stuff and just put it in the new organizer or on this Lazy Susan. So that one won't be too bad. And then this one's pretty much staying the same. Not a lot changing there. It's really working for us, and this is working for us, but I got the organizers to kind of take up this extra space. So, you know, it's going to work out better and fit these a little bit better, because this, I don't know, it's just, I have more spoons than really need to fit in this little container, so it's just going to work out better. I don't know how to explain it other than that. You'll see. And then I have the stackable organizers that are going in here, which will make this look less crazy. It's a little cluttered up. And this is the cabinet. I'm wanting to move all of these, hopefully, to this cabinet in that, using this pan organizer. So I'm hoping I can do that. If it won't fit in this cabinet, then I will also move that back there to the closet that I'm going to show you here in a minute. But unfortunately, we don't have a pantry here, so I kind of have to make do and turn a linen closet into like an overstock appliance closet, pretty much. So I am wanting to move these out of here because Lily is always in them and it drives me nuts. So I'm wanting to move as many of those as I can, if not all of them. And then also these canisters here. My great, I think it's 2 greats. I think 2 great grandmas ago actually hand painted all of these, and each side is a different season. This one is a little bit colored different. Or is it this one? Okay, this one's colored a little bit different, but this is the, I'm just gonna show you now. This is the spring scene. So that one's colored a little bit different, but She must have ran out of paint. Don't know, can't ask her. She's not here with us. So, just really sentimental mainly. So I'm going to be moving those though, because Lily is getting curious on taking the lids, and that's not going to work if they break, because that's just going to ruin them. So I just got to fix that situation. I am going to leave all the pots and pans down here. It's working out for us just fine. I actually kind of hate the Lazy Susan, not going to lie. It's not my favorite thing. I feel like it's kind of a waste of space. I wish there was just shelves in here, but anyhow. Probably going to end up leaving these mixing bowls because they are just plastic, so I don't care if Lily takes them out. Move these. I'm going to leave these here because they go with the pots and pans, obviously, and Lily doesn't really mess with them. Okay, and then over here, this is going to continue to stay my towel drawer. I would like to move these vitamin C packets. We obviously were using a lot of them. Okay. And here is a total disaster. So this tea jug is usually used. This is going to move, and I'm also going to use it to store utensils in. These I would like to move, hopefully over to the cabinet where that Ninja Foodie is now. Then I have a bunch of like extra stuff, pecans and chocolate chips from Sam's, olive oil. I have some Dutch oven, a waffle maker, stuff I don't use as often. So I'd like to clear all of that stuff out. And up here on this top shelf, I bought that basket that I showed you guys for potatoes. I'm hoping to put that here. And I'm going to show you in a minute what holds our like aluminum foil and plastic wrap and stuff. And I'd like to put that in here. And I might end up leaving the cutting boards, I'm not sure. And in here, it's not too bad. But up there I have some coffee stuff, and I'm going to make a bigger coffee bin and put it in that storage closet that I was talking about. And then I think everything else is probably going to stay put because it's working good for us. In this cabinet up here, I have crock pots. I don't plan to move them. It's working out just fine. I also have a platter up here, but it's not in the way. You can't even see it if you're down here, so don't really care about that. Then, I'm so short. Okay. You can see me. Hi. Okay, so up here I have a bunch of coffee syrups. So I'm going to be putting those in the coffee bin I was talking about. This situation is working out decent for us. I might end up moving it if I need to use this cabinet, but I might just keep it. I don't know. We'll see about that. And then the toaster's up here, which is fine. And extra, like I have, I don't need to have ranch up here, but I don't have anywhere to put it because the space is just not used correctly right now. So I'm going to take my coffee French press down, put it in that cabinet or that container I was talking about. And then also I have an egg cooker. I have a Ninja like smoothie maker thing. So anyways, those things are coming out of there. Free up more space. And then in here I have a baking tub, and most of that will probably stay. The pancake mix I'm definitely putting in a jar, so we'll kind of see what ends up happening with that, but most likely those items will stay in this bin. I don't know that they will stay in this cabinet. This is all of our extra seasonings and spices because we actually have ours over here. So I need to just possibly refill some of them, but that's just kind of my overstock bin for those. So if I need to move it to make room in that cabinet, I will move it to that closet I was talking about. But if not, they'll just stay there. And then this is some more like baking stuff. This whole cabinet really doesn't bother me. It's not a big deal. I don't really use what's in there very much. Okay, so this one has been bugging me. I have way too much flour. But this is our can organizer, which is fine. But I really need more room in here. So, back behind here. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is insane. Okay, back behind here is the organizer that has our aluminum foil, plastic wrap, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff. So, that is what I'm hoping to move down to this cabinet. Then I can actually properly get to all these items better. That's the problem I'm having here. I wish I could turn it this direction, but I can't because this isn't deep enough. So kind of silly. Obviously this coffee is going in the coffee thing I was talking about. And I have rice and noodles back here because my cabinets over here are like not tall enough to hold those. So anyways, yeah. And that'll allow for some more food storage room back there. Now, in here I have some pie pans, random bag of sugar, barbecue sauce, cups. I have napkins and plates and koozies and cutlery, stuff like that up there. So I'm hoping to move all of this stuff to that closet, and probably most of this, I might leave the pie pans. I'm not sure about that. It depends on the space that I have left over there. Okay. We're almost through the cabinets, you guys. So all of these are working out pretty good for us. I need to just kind of run through them, take out stuff that we're not using, or refill some things possibly. What I'm wanting is all of this to be my glass jars. So I have more glass jars, so I want that to all be for glass jars. And I'm not sure if I want to leave the plates and bowls here or if I want to move them. So that's kind of up in the air. And then obviously these containers are I'm gonna have to figure out something for them. I don't know if I want to keep them here and do like half jars and half those bins. I don't really know. I'm just gonna have to see once I get in there how much space I have for everything. Okay, and this one has been the hot mess express. Like, I am really nervous about this, honestly. Okay, so behind here I have that NutriBullet or whatever the heck it's called, Magic Bullet. I have that back there, planning to move that. Okay, that'll help. Then I have those, I'll show you. I have these bottle organizers. So I'm hoping that will help keep this situation under control, because that's ridiculous. They're just all gonna fall down. I have coffee mugs and stuff up here. This is a disaster. First off, Lily doesn't drink out of bottles anymore. Those are coming out. Sippy cups, her bowls, her plates. I'm hoping to be able to move most of her section, which is all of this, most of that into this drawer that I'm going to be cleaning out. So we'll see. Which, I'm not sure. This one might be taller, so maybe I should move this stuff down, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So if that happens, then I will have more space in here. I would like to keep my glasses in here, so I might end up moving the plates and bowls over here. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. That's part of this process. So I'm just ready for it to all be organized. And these are the glass jars that I cleaned them all since food's going in them. I wanted them to be nice and clean. And I'll show you that closet real quick. Okay, and here is the closet I was talking about. This is right outside of Lily's bathroom. So I have some extra pillows and towels in here. So I do need to keep those in here, but this allows me to have 3 shelves, and then this bottom part, which the shoe rack organizer, to go down there, which fits literally perfectly. Could not fit better. So I'm hoping that'll help me out and give me another shelf, basically. So yeah, wow. I've been rambling a long time. Now we are going to get into the organizing part. Now the organization begins. Just know I will do a full new kitchen tour and share how every single area turned out and explain it all towards the end of today's video. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the kitchen organization motivation.
Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute.
The junk drawer is always a problem area because it just becomes a catch-all so easily. But I'm hoping with this new setup it helps, and I'm actually clearing out my utensils drawer because I'm going to take one of these organizers I'm currently using and use it in the junk drawer. Sometimes all you need to do is rework your current organizers, so definitely think through what you have before you go out and buy new organizers. Do you guys have a junk drawer in your house, or possibly many? I do actually know people that don't have them, and I don't know how they do it.
This is on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't it a big crime to get a little lost in everybody's business? Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? I think I'm the wrong size. Not enough room for everybody's egos. Why don't we all calm down? Why don't we all calm down? And on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. And on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out air for a minute. Yeah. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Can play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't this a good life? Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Can play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beaching sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Put your rose-colored glasses on. Put your rose-colored glasses on.
Hey, bro, don't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something indeed. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping.
I have been actively using this new organized space for about a week, and it has been amazing. I love the new way these utensils are all organized. It is so much more user-friendly and also visually appealing.
But you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are, so much more than who we are. We can, knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can. Got me saying, hey, girl, will you marry me? 2 kids and a
I highly suggest one of these pan organizers. It's been amazing. I can't believe I went this long without it because having these all stacked up in a drawer was so annoying. How do you guys store your baking and pie pans?
live happily. I think we are so meant to be. But she says, wait, you forgot something. Every good thing comes to an end. At least it always happened to me. I'm telling you this now. You don't need to worry.
Now we're going to get right into this disaster zone, and there will be lots of movement and switching products around. It is working so much better now. These spaces were literally scary to open and not know what was going to fall out. But now they are functional and not stressing me out every day to use them. So, yes.
'Cause I got this all down, and we get all together, and we can be so much more than who we are, so much more than who we are. We can, and knee deep in while the world just falls apart, have to rise above it all, and we can. Whoa, 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 so please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over you.
All my fellow short girls, please leave me a heart emoji in the comments if you can relate to having to climb on your countertops to reach your top shelves.
We drove to New Jersey. Your eyes saying I'll be worried. You said it was nothing, but I know you get buried. The sorrow of us, the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when we talk. We fight fire with fire. It's like we don't know how to talk without the flames getting higher. You hear when I hear me. Yeah, nothing else in between. Yeah, try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen. We don't listen when we talk. We don't listen when we talk. I know you have your reasons to yell at me tonight, baby. Can we see this as a lesson? Then maybe we should open up. The sorrow of us, the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when we talk. We fight fire with fire. It's like we don't know how to talk without the flames getting higher. You hear when I hear me. Yeah, nothing else in between. Yeah, try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen. We don't listen when we talk. Don't ask me to leave, 'cause I wanna stay. Don't ask me to leave, 'cause I wanna stay. We don't listen when we talk. We fight fire with fire. It's like we don't know how to talk without the flames getting higher. You hear when I hear me. Yeah, nothing else in between. Yeah, try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen. We don't listen when we talk.
I am hanging my pot holders on the inside of the store with command hooks. I love utilizing the door of a cabinet for added storage.
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels like a war zone, I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just want
This cabinet has been driving me crazy with all the cups, and then I have all of Lily's stuff in here too, which it's just too much for one cabinet. I needed to declutter a lot from it, and splitting up her snacks from her plasticware was the best decision ever. But also just getting the extra stuff that's not even needed in here just really helped this space.
Just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, I know that it's difficult dealing with emotions, but I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind, even in the hard times. I care about you. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. 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 How do you move on when everything is wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what you said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more.
Pick up the dice, give it a roll. You never really know which way to go. Feel it inside, feel the spark. Lift you up when you're falling apart. We think we know it all. We stand 10 feet small, with our head under ground. I think I've seen it all, that I've come so far, but it just got me high till I broke down. Does somebody know of a place where your heart doesn't sink like a stone? When you're naked and broken with nowhere to go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know of a place where the green isn't covered by snow?
So now we are working on probably my most dreamed about space. I have been visualizing this space for so long. It feels like a dream come true with how it all turned out. Also, I love my labels from Amazon. They were something I really wanted just to help everything look clean and fresh. Do you guys have a pantry you store these things in? A pantry is on my list of must-haves for our next house, but for now, this will do. I do dream of a beautifully organized pantry one day, though.
Every time that your eyes speak, it's time to let go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know? what you are, like what you feel. Don't let the colors fade when it's hard to deal. So pick up the dice, give it a roll. Get yourself up when you're left out alone. We think we know it all. We stand 10 feet small, with our head under ground. I think I've seen it all, that I've come so far, but it just got me high till I broke down. Does somebody know of a place where your heart doesn't sink like a stone? When you're naked and broken, nowhere to go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know of a place where the green isn't covered by snow? Every time that your eyes speak, it's time to let go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know? Does somebody know?
Did you pack the flashlight, the blanket, and the map? It's a real adventure, the trail you're looking at. I'm glad you came for a while, I thought you might be bailing. Is that the same yellow shirt you used to wear? But 1,000 years seem like almost no time now. This guitar right here, do you still remember how? I played for you, I was crappy, but you sang along, and I thought you knew I could die to keep you near. We've got a fire in the tent, it's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again.
My husband thought I was crazy when I brought up the idea of turning this linen closet into a supply closet for the kitchen. There is so many things in the kitchen we don't need but every now and then. So when you don't have a pantry like us, those things clutter up your cabinets so quickly. So I decided to put those items in this closet, and I'm so happy I did. Not only did it give us the space we needed in our cabinets, but now I can just go grab a bin when I need it, super easy, and not have to completely clear out a cabinet to get to the plasticware or whatever.
I don't need to go over old and useless words. What you said, what I said, that might have made it worse. We're here again.
This will be our last space to organize before I start the full new kitchen tour. So I just wanted to remind you to all go check out Mikaila's video after my tour and show her some love by giving her video a like and comment letting her know I sent you. And of course, be sure to subscribe. All of her info is listed in my description box below. Thank you again, Mikaila, for collabing with me today. Now let's finish this up, and I am so excited to share the finished space with you all.
The same spot where we kissed the first time. I swear my pain's far away, long gone by now. We've got a fire in the tent. It's 5:30 a.m. Let's be the kids who left, get in trouble again.
You guys, I am so happy with how everything turned out. So it did take 2 days, but we have our extra spices up here. We have all the same stuff we did here. The only difference is I added the measuring cup. So this is a bunch of tea, some seasonings, drink mixes, stuff like that. And then up here, we have the toaster. I learned about this toaster trick from T.Beaston or Tiffany Beaston, Beauty and the Beaston's channel, whatever. But anyway, she puts her toaster in a bin and that keeps all the crumbs inside. Super great idea. I have some extra baking, like vanilla, stuff like that. shot glasses, because you know some of us need some shots. Anyways, and then extra baking stuff that I really don't use this baking stuff very much. Maybe the vanilla, but I can easily grab that. And then we have some pickles, some jellies, and barbecue sauce up here. We have our baking stuff in this bin. We have like sprinkles and stuff like that in there. And then in this one, I just have some salt and pepper, some spray olive oil. I really wanted my olive oil dispenser to fit in here, but it didn't. Unfortunately, it's too tall. I'll show it to you, but I have sesame oil, some balsamic vinegar, some extra stuff, some honey, and some peanut butter. And then in here, I decided to put my pot holders right here on the door, which is, I'm so happy I did that. I wish I would have done it sooner. I have my recipe book, some extra chocolate chips, and pecans because I buy it from Sam's Club. Then I have my strainer, which is from Ikea, and also like a, sometimes I put cupcakes and stuff like that I go places. So kind of a traveling, but it's like a big container. Anyhow, then I have all of our canned goods here. And I had to put the spaghetti in here, unfortunately, because the cabinet for that can't go that high, as well as here's my olive oil. I have some wine, a huge bag of flour, and just overstock items back there. So it looks good in there. I am definitely way happier because that was overflowing craziness. Okay, and then this one, I am really happy with how it turned out. So we have noodles, tea, breadcrumbs, baking stuff, chocolate chips. Then over here we have some snacks, pretzels, and Cheez-Its. We have our rice. And then in here I have brown sugar, flour, and powdered sugar. These are made from my great-great-grandma. She hand painted them for each season. So all 4 sides have a different season, which is pretty cool. So that's on the spring one. And then up here we have crackers, oatmeal, and breakfast stuff, but I didn't have a label that said breakfast, so I just did oatmeal and pastry, and I think that totally works. And then rice and pasta, just some extra boxed ones. And then a snack bin. So very, very happy with how this cabinet turned out. It's making all my pantry dreams come true since I don't have one. And then I didn't do anything different with this. We already had all of our spices like this. I bought these from Etsy forever ago, but I don't even think the shop is open anymore, but they are just really cool. And it allowed us to lift up this cabinet because we added this microwave, so we had to lift up this one, so then it looked awkward by itself. So that's why we ended up having to do that. Anyways, off my rant. Then we have all of our cups here. This cabinet was just falling, like it was insanely overstuffed. And so now that I have extra space in here, it's pretty wild to me. So I love how these turned out. I wish they were like a hair wider because then I could fit 3 of these large cups together, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. It actually works just fine. And then I have some extra cups, like my Disney cups from whenever I was a kid that I never used. They're just nostalgic for me. Blender bottle for my husband, and my Cox bottle from whenever I had Lily, but my husband loves drinking out of it, so I just put it up there. My coffee mugs are cups, obviously. And then in here, I decided to move all of our Traeger supplies in here just for easy access. I was gonna put it in the hallway closet, but it just didn't make sense whenever we had this extra space here. And also Lily's medications. I was gonna put these down in the Lazy Susan with her snacks, but I just felt like that was gonna become a problem because no 1.5-year-old needs access to her medications, which is just like allergy medication, but there is Tylenol in there. I don't know. I just felt like that wasn't safe. This is much safer, even though it really doesn't make sense to be with all the glassware, but whatever. Anyways, plates, bowls, extra little bowls that we use for sauces and some baking sometimes. But anyways, now we're gonna move to the lower cabinets. So in this drawer is our junk drawer. So happy with how this turned out. The ones I had in here before were fine. They were overstuffed and way too much stuff in here, but They kept moving for some reason. I don't know why, because this one doesn't move at all, and maybe it's because the batteries are here, so it's like weighing it down. I don't know, but it's working out great. And then in here we have all of our baking pans and pie pans, stuff like that. So I have another one. My mom has it right now. I made carrot cake at Easter, so she has one, so I just left a spot for it. I have some plastic Tupperware back there that I hardly ever use, but I don't want to get rid of it because it is actually the Tupperware brand and it's brand new. I've used it just a few times, so I just figured I would keep it. Eventually Lily will use it. So anyways, then I have a couple more baking dishes there that are just smaller, and it didn't really make sense to have them down here when I could have my pie ones down here, and the pie ones weren't fitting up here, so just made that swap. And then my glass Tupperware is here and the lid's underneath. That works out great for us. That's how it was before, so I didn't change that, but it's really worked great for us on that front. And then here's underneath the kitchen sink. So I have our cleaning supplies. Then we have our dishwashing liquid, and then also the little packs. And then these drawers pull out. I do love this container. We use all of this stuff. So Goo Gone, which I have a bottle of Goo Gone too, but it's fine. So a little thing of Goo Gone, the Barkeeper's Friend, which is the best product ever. Like, you guys need this. It actually takes stains off your countertop too, which is just nuts, but it works. So trash bags, a little scrubber, and my razor blade cleaner thing that I use all the time. This is like another holy grail product for me. I love this thing. It's just a little razor blade, but it helps scrape up things. Okay. And then down here, stuff we don't use as often, some little dishwasher or whatever dispenser thing, you know, that goes in the garbage disposal. That's what I mean. Anyways, and then some sponges and some little towels, and then the magic erasers. My husband will never, ever, ever use that drawer. Just me. Just me. Okay. Didn't change this one at all. These are just these little spoons here from whenever I was little, so they're nostalgic things too. Anyways, these are just from IKEA, and I know I'll be using those this summer. They hold like fruit juice and stuff and make it frozen, so Lily will use that for her popsicles, I'm sure. And then these are for grilling, and all of our knives and forks and spoons, including Lily's up here. But this is a Joseph and Joseph container, and it's amazing. I seriously love stacking them rather than having them flat and taking up too much space. And the next drawer down, I decided to turn this into Lily's little kitchen. I don't know, it has all her sippies, has a snack container. These are, you can put like frozen fruit in them and she can chew on them. She probably won't use those too much longer, but she does sometimes use them. And then her bowls, plates, and then I have these little reusable snack bags that she uses all the time. She's a snack queen, so she's got to have all the containers. Okay, and then, so basically everything in this drawer was in this other one, but this one's taller, so I wanted to use that for Lily's stuff, and it was just going to be dead space. So I have these two containers, which were from Aldi, and basically the stuff underneath of this, I never hardly use, ever. So I just have to take these out if I want to get to it, which is totally fine, because like I said, I really don't use the stuff in there very often at all. And then back here I just have our pizza cutter, a shredder, and also a drainer for pots and pans. So, and then in here I have all of our like stuff that I use. Brian doesn't cook. All the stuff that I use to cook with, all my utensils, and then also all my straws. I have some reusable straws and some that are not for guests, so they can just throw theirs away after. And then Snack Queen's got her snacks, and I'm probably gonna have to get a lock for this cabinet because that girl will literally eat that all. It's insane. Okay, so these are all my mixing bowls. I kept them where they were. I kept all my lids and all my pots and pans where they already were. So none of that changed really. I just added these here and took away a bunch of glass stuff that was down there because that's the last thing my 1.5-year-old needs access to. I didn't change this. It works for us. I have way more dish towels, but I need to do laundry. And then these vitamin C packs, I'm probably gonna move to our room or like our linen closet where our other medications are. I just have them here because I haven't thought about taking them in there. But anyways, so down here we have the potato bin, which I only have a few potatoes, but eventually that will actually become full. And then I have our cutting boards and some serving platters in here, as well as some foil, plastic wrap, this little thing from Amazon, which is like a reusable parchment paper, kind of. That's kind of like the same thing it's meant for, but anyways. And then also all of our sandwich bags and our crock pot liners are in that as well. And it can slide out. I just normally don't, but it can. And then last but not least, our hallway closet that is supposed to be a linen closet next to Lily's bathroom that I'm turning into kind of my extra storage area so my cabinets aren't cluttered. Okay, so all of our million koozies are in here. Then we have a bunch of napkins here that I could just grab this if we have people over or just come grab some out of it. Olive oil, and I also have distilled water back there. That's from whenever Lily was little, but sometimes we can use it or take it with us. But anyways, and then I have all my coffee stuff in here. So syrups, extra actual coffee, coffee filters, spoons, little coffee cups if people come over, and my French press as well. And then in here is some more party supplies. So I have these containers, which I could put like water or something in, and then some cups, some more cups, plates, and this to hold silverware or plasticware, I guess. So I can just pull that out if I needed to, or just pull the whole bin out. And then in here I have a lunch bag and an egg maker, and then also my hand mixer. And in here is all the magic bullet stuff. So these ones I was trying to combine, but then I was like, I have a whole nother container, so I don't need to do that. And it looks way better too. So then we have the Ninja Foodie in here. Underneath that I have my Dutch oven and the waffle maker. So I'm really happy that I bought this shelf to go here, just to make it to where I could actually put those two things under there instead of taking up one of these shelves. So it worked out awesome to put things in here. I really love it. I'm so much happier having this all organized.
If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a like, come say hi in the comments. Also remember to subscribe if you haven't already with your little red bell on. Mikaila's info is all listed in my description box below, so be sure to go check her out next. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week, guys.